Albert Wesker against 6 of the greatest killers of the series and of the cinemas. Wesker, a genius, ambitious, and obsessed with power, always sought to become the Predator supreme, even if this cost billions of lives. Cold, calculating, and relentless, he took his body to the limit of evolution, transforming himself into something far beyond human, a true monster at the top of the food chain. But, and if we put Wesker face to face with 6 fighters and legendary assassins, characters created for one single thing, kill and win, in this duel of predators, only one can come out alive. Will Wesker continue on the throne as Supreme Hunter, or will he be crushed by enemies as lethal as him? For this, we created a ranking divided in 5 categories. Would kill, characters that for sure would kill Wesker. Maybe it would kill, those that maybe could manage to defeat him. Both die, confrontations where both Wesker and his enemy would fall together. Would probably die, characters that probably would die before Wesker. And would die, those that without doubt would be eliminated by the villain. Prepare yourself, because this clash will define who really deserves the title of Supreme Predator.
Giving start to the list, we have John Wick. John Wick is one of the most powerful characters of his verse. He is capable of killing assassins, highly trained as if they were common enemies. It was necessary to put an entire city against him, and still he kept walking and reaching his objective. John Wick is a machine of killing, but would he have chance against Wesker? John Wick is at the apex physical human and in the abilities of combat, besides being quite versatile and intelligent, but I believe that he does not have chance against Wesker. Wesker goes beyond anything that John Wick faced, and even with his best weapons, John Wick probably would die. Going to the second of our list, we have Rambo. Rambo is a military extremely trained and forged in death and in war. He already faced hundreds of enemies strongly armed and was the one who left walking. His physique is extremely well defined and he is at the top of the conditioning physical natural of a human. But what are his chances against Wesker? Although extremely trained and conditioned physically, Wesker is beyond any enemy that Rambo faced. Wesker is superhuman in all aspects, and it would be difficult Rambo managed to cause damages permanent in Wesker, so he probably would die. Now raising a little the level, let's go to Captain America of the MCU. Steve Rogers is someone that passed of the level of a common human thanks to the serum of super soldier. He is capable of holding helicopters and fighting against diverse armed men and physically trained as if they were nothing. Steve is as powerful as Wesker in his maximum potential. This would be a fight difficult for Wesker and Steve, and could last hours because both can fight for long periods. But I believe that both would die in this confrontation. Departing to another big challenge to Wesker, we have Van Helsing. Van Helsing is a hunter highly trained and capable of dealing with beings superhuman and supernatural, like vampires and the very Dracula. Not counting that in his original form, Van Helsing is an archangel in his real form, being Gabriel, immortal, and extremely powerful. In his human and werewolf form, Van Helsing probably would kill Wesker. Already in his archangel form, Wesker would not have what to do against Van Helsing. So, Van Helsing for sure would kill Wesker.
Now going to a 2 against 1, we have the Winchester brothers, Sam and Dean. Both are quite trained in diverse forms of combat, armed and unarmed. They are capable of fighting against beings superhuman, like vampires and other creatures, are quite intelligent and know to work in team. However, Wesker is not supernatural, so good part of the knowledge of Sam and Dean would be useless against him. However, Wesker has many similarities with monsters that the Winchesters already faced, like attributes superhuman and diverse abilities. Besides this, the Winchesters possess the Colt that is capable of killing almost any being, including humans. So I believe that with time and preparation, that is the way that the Winchesters work, they probably would kill Wesker. Going to the last opponent of the list, we have Darth Vader, the ancient Jedi that fell to the dark side of the Force. Darth Vader possesses access to the Force of Star Wars, that only this already grants him diverse capacities and powers that go beyond the comprehension of Wesker. Darth Vader has his lightsaber, capable of cutting almost everything in the universe, and possesses attributes superhuman thanks to his suit and the Force. Wesker would not have much what to do against Darth Vader because he is simply superior in everything.
and possesses abilities that Wesker never would dream in having. Wesker maybe would make a wound or other in the armor of Vader, but Vader has the advantage in this confrontation, and for sure would finish Wesker.
And with this, we arrive at the end of our list of characters that would defeat Albert Wesker of Resident Evil. Do you agree with some victory or defeat? Or disagree? Do you think that Wesker would defeat Darth Vader or the Winchester brothers? Leave in the comments and subscribe in the channel, and stay attentive to the next videos.